Hello, guys. So, I know this podcast may be different, it may not be, depending on who knows. But this might be a shorter one because today we are discussing something that's a little bit judged in society, and that's going to be sex. Oh my god. No. I just wanted to talk about some of the things around. I don't even think it would be sex, more of sexualization of people, blah 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 blah. I just think it causes so many issues between so many different people, and I feel like there's so here's what I have a problem with personally is manipulating someone that's not aware on what you're doing. You know what I mean? So someone that's not aware and someone that's vulnerable and doesn't really know what's happening, and you're trying to manipulate them with, I don't know, flirtation or whatever, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Just because I'm just like, okay, well, this person doesn't really know that you don't want to be around them and you're just wanting to use them. So it makes me feel, what the fuck is on my foot? Oh my god. Sorry. I think I have an allergic reaction to this shower gel. Oh my god. That looks horrible. Oh my, yeah, I gotta stop using that one. Oh my god. I just noticed that. Jesus Christ. Sorry. But I think the problem comes when people are not aware of the fact that you're manipulating them, I guess. I see guys do it, I see girls do it. It might not always be manipulation, it might just be like people enjoy flirting. But like manipulating someone by flirting, I feel like it gives me this like really bad feeling that I don't want to do. But I feel like there's two ways to that street, because there's always the I was just talking about this, like the blue ball situation that every young person is told about. Oh, they're turned on now, so now it's your problem to fix it, or you're a horrible person because they're in pain. Like, that's not a thing. Every young person should know that's not a thing. There's this thing called a cold shower that they can hop into. You should never feel pressured to do any anything that you do not feel comfortable with because you feel like they're going to be in pain. No. Like, oh my god, that's like the biggest manipulation of all time. Of, oh my god, you turned me on, so now you have to, perform some stuff on me. I don't know what I'm allowed to say here. I just, that's, either one of those just really did not make me feel good. Because especially people who are like vulnerable, people who are not aware, they're, I feel like, easy to take advantage of. I don't know. There's my piece on that. Like, I feel like because people do these specific things, innocent people get caught in the crossfire. Like, you'll see someone wearing something that you may perceive as sexual, or maybe they just think it's cute or whatever, and somehow that's an open invitation for someone to come talk to them. It's someone that, like, it means like, oh, I want something from you, instead of, oh, I'm just existing in society without having to like gratify some sexual desire of yours. Like, I would, no. That's not gonna happen. I and we love our thirsty people, but comes a point when the whole point of this person's like purpose of existing is not for your sexual anything. Like, you know what I mean? The fact of like, oh, I don't know, maybe she's in this booty shorts for because it's 90 degrees and God knows where she's wearing. It doesn't matter why she's wearing it, honestly. Now you got a boner. So now it's her fault that you are turned on. Like, I don't like that point of thinking, going down of blaming someone just for existing. And I don't like controlling someone's attire or behavior so you don't get flustered or turned on. Like, making someone uncomfortable is like one thing, but like you seeing someone that's plus sized in a crop top and you're like, oh my god, I'm uncomfortable by this, like, that's just a rude thing to say. Like, mind your own business. I know people are like, oh my god, this person should not be wearing that because it's not flattering. No, they're not hurting anyone. It's not appalling to see human body of a stomach. Like, no, that really rubs me the wrong way. Like, no. There's like the level of like what I'm comfortable with, and then there's the level of like, I don't want these views being turned on me by society that make no sense. Like, if someone can explain something to me in a way where I'm like, okay, this rule makes sense. There's a reason why we should not be speeding down the street at whatever however fast we're going. There's a reason why that shouldn't be happening. There is no reason that you should not wear a hat in public in a building. Like, you know what I mean? If you look into the reasoning on why you can't wear a hat in a building and why it's so disrespectful, the reasoning is because God can't see you through a hat. But somehow he can see you through the ceiling. Like, there's some logic missing. Like, in somehow as a society, we just accept it without thinking. We're just like, okay, yeah, it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. But why is it disrespectful? You just automatically take your hat off. And I know it's like, there's so many things of like, like a salute or like even a thumbs up. There's so many things that are like, what does that even mean? It's just a gesture or whatever. But the fact is, that's supposed to be because God can't see you. And everyone is literally like, yeah, let's just abide by this rule that makes no sense. And we don't really know why we're doing it, but we're going to continue doing it for no particular reason. Like, that stuff always gets to me. Like, I know I was talking about the nipples last episode. This is probably going to be my last talking about nipples. I remember this one episode of the show called Botched I used to watch. And it bugs me so much. If you ask like anyone in my life, I've brought it up so much because I'm like, it pisses me off for like no, like, so here's the two people. There's a man who got he got a boob job as a bet, he said. And there was a female who I think she was getting her boobs taken out. They both had boob jobs. Like, they both had implants put into their breast area. Both of them. Somehow, in the episode, they blurred hers, but they did not blur his. I know this is not making any sense. But I was literally, what's the difference? They both have breast implants at this point. Both of them. So why are you blurring hers and not his? Like, why is that happening? Other than the fact that she's a female? Like, that, I'm like, what? How does that make any sense? That makes no sense to me. Not that, like, maybe, honestly, looking back, maybe she just didn't want her full frontal breast on camera, because who would? But at least blur his. You know what I mean? Keep it equal. Don't have his breasts out and not her breasts out. Like, that seems a little bit unfair. But I'm kind of over the breast, obviously. Sorry if I keep looking at my phone. It's because I have a bunch of notes because of moments like this where I don't want to just, I have lapses of like I don't know what to say, so I'm gonna say a bunch of words because I don't know what to come next. So please bear with me. I know one of one of the things I wanted to talk about was, well, not really talk about, just touch upon, was the difference between like I'm so not informed. But I was literally trying to think, okay, what's the difference between most men in society and females? Obviously, there's toxic masculinity. I know I talk about that so much. But I think one of the major differences is like it's like a hormonal issue. I don't want to say issue. It's a hormonal thing. Like I think guys have females have different hormones at the same time. Everyone has different hormones. But I think because of their hormones makes men act certain particular way that women wouldn't act. Not that I'm judging. I don't even know what I'm gonna say about this. But I literally just think it's hormones. I think it's hormones making them feel specific ways that didn't they, I don't know if this is true, but I know they said that when a girl is on her period, you're supposed to be feeling like some of the same hormones that a man feels like every day. If that's true, I don't know what to say because depending on when I'm on my period, like it's such a like accumulation of different type of hormones from like this is happening and this is happening. Now this just happened and it's all getting piled on top of each other until I go crazy. Yeah, it's horrible. It's a fun time. But I can't imagine having that feeling like 24/7. I feel like I would go crazy. And I think that's mass majority of men. Oh my god, like that's literally team Snapchat. um I don't know. Not to make a gender issue, but I feel like you would have a problem with almost anyone, like going back to what I was talking about. It's like, assuming someone is interested in you in a sexual way, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, just because a girl's in a dress doesn't mean it's an open invitation to come talk to her. And I feel like I've been stuck in so many situations where I think we've all had that, right? Where like someone you're with or someone that you like has maybe like a wandering eye and they look, let's be real, there's not one person that's like not thinking about sleeping with, like, you don't just shut it down completely. You obviously don't become a creep or try to make or disrespect your relationship, but I feel like it's normal. I feel like it's normal for people to check someone out. I wouldn't do it just purely on I'm always like, oh my god, what if they're uncomfortable by it? And that always stops me. I don't know. But it wouldn't bother me as a pure, like, as a girlfriend. That it wouldn't be my issue. I know it is a lot of girls' issues, understandably, and I'm never the person. I would never pursue someone in a relationship. That's kind of weird to me. I don't do that. But I've definitely been in situations where I feel like people thought I was trying to pursue a relationship, and that's not been the best. Like, I've set clear boundaries of myself of like, oh no, if this person has like a partner or significant other, I'm not gonna do XYZ. Like, obviously I don't flirt, but I'm very nice, and I feel like today's environment, if you're not like a total biatch, then somehow people think that you're like into them. Literally, if you don't act like a horrible human being, they literally think like, I don't know, they think like, oh my god, you're trying to flirt with someone's partner or whatever, which is ridiculous. I feel like it's just regular jealousy, which everyone experiences. I feel like I had so much jealousy when I was younger. The most time I have jealousy is when you are in a relationship that has not the commitment conversation has not been had, like define the relationship, that has not happened yet. That's the time when I'm literally freaking out, Because I'm like, okay, you could be hooking up with this person, you could be doing this, but you have no way of saying stop, you know what I mean? You could leave the relationship, but when you're in that like bubble of like, oh, but we haven't committed, so it's the worst level of jealousy. Because normally when I'm jealous, I'm at a point in a relationship that I can try to vocalize it. It's like what I was talking about before. You have to be in a relationship where your partner is going to give you this space to be vocal about that. So like obviously not be like, you don't want to be like the crazy girlfriend or whatever and be accusing like, what were you doing, oh, who are you with, blah 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 blah. Like that always comes off horribly. But I feel like being able to talk to whoever you're with and be like, well, I saw you talking to this person and I think you thought you liked them. What's up with that? I don't know. Or, or like, I have not been feeling the best about this situation. Could you reassure me that nothing's happening? I feel like that's the normal path. Not normal. That's what you're supposed to do. Not that there's like a rule book. But I feel like that's the thing to do when you're jealous. I don't think the jealousy is gonna stop. Like there's emotions that you have, and you can't control it. You shouldn't feel horrible or bad or feel or regret. I mean, this is someone that you care about and someone that I don't want to say is yours, but it's someone that it's someone with a huge part of your life. So if you weren't upset, that would probably be a huge red flag. I think it's being able to be like, okay, what do I do with these feelings? I'm jealous now, or I'm irrationally jealous, or whatever. What do I do? Like, do I start attacking the person I'm jealous over? Do I start attacking my partner? I think we've all been down those roads. But that's my number one, like, I constantly think of. Like, even if you're like, oh my God, I want to, like, I don't know. I'm not a tacky person, but I don't know what you would do. Like, I don't know, throw a confetti. I don't know. I'm upset with this person. Here's what I'll say. And my normal response is to never blame the woman. Like, unless they were my friend, my family, or, someone where I had a personal relationship, there's no reason for me to be like, going up into some random person that I don't even know. Like there's no reason to do that. It's so petty, and it's gonna bite back on you so bad. Like I know people don't want to like look like they're the wimp in the situation. Like no one, you shouldn't feel less than because you got not even cheated on, or you know what I mean, because someone's disrespecting your relationship. That has nothing to do with you. That's nothing to do with you. That's all what this person is doing and how this person respects people they're dating. I don't know. I feel like all you can do is try to voice it healthily. And if you're not able to, that's when it gets to a point of like escalation. We're doing things that we're not proud of. We're doing things that we can't take back. We're doing really horrible things in the vein of these emotions that we can't really control. I would never suggest someone therapy, but having one person in your life, even if it's not someone you pay, like someone that you can just talk to, someone that no matter what you're going through, you're like, okay, I can tell them what I'm going through. I can talk about my feelings. I can talk about my emotions. Even if you're not at that stage yet with who you're with, having one person in your family like that, or friends, or just someone to talk to that you would actually have a conversation with, I think is the need. I think that's what everyone needs, instead of going and doing the thing that you're going to regret and is probably going to fuck your own life up. Let's be real. Is to be able to be like, okay, Trudy, my boyfriend's going crazy. I saw him checking this girl's ass out the other day, and oh my God, I lost my shit. Like, I feel like that is a better reaction to have. Not that we should be blaming, blaming the woman has always been something that's like, it gets me because I'm just like, well, she did not fucking commit to me. You know what I mean? She never agreed to this. Like, even if she was like this mastermind that was trying to take, that would probably piss me off. I was trying to be like, that would probably be the stopping point if she was literally like, oh, I'm gonna try to take everyone's man. Yeah, that's a goal to have. Revenge is never good, guys. I will tell you that. It's fun to watch on television when you're a young adult, but experiencing and being in any dramas is never fun. It's always just fucking everything up, ruins all your relationships, and it just drama is not fun. I will tell you that. So today was the first time trying lash extensions. I don't know if anyone's ever tried that before. I got this kit like I think it was like 2 months ago, and I tried to put it on permanently. Not permanently. They're supposed to last like a couple weeks instead of you having to apply it every single day. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Same with a quick weave. This is what I also want to do. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But the last time I tried it, I couldn't get them to stick. Like the glue was like sticking to like the tweezers basically that they give you, and literally they were like misshaped. They couldn't stay on. I was like cussing up a storm. I was so pissed. It was just not happening for me. Then I read online that somehow you're supposed to use like the lash duo glue, and so I used that one, and they actually stayed. Like, it was so easy to put on, and I'm like kicking myself now because I'm just like, I should have done this a long time ago. And now is the first time that I've done. I want to try to do a quick weave too. Like, there's so many things I want to do with my hair. The quick weave is the next thing I want to do because it's really cheap and the materials are really cheap. I don't want to fuck it up. But the number one thing I wanted to like practice or master was braiding my hair down completely. I don't want to put my hair in something that's going to be in there for like weeks. Jesus Christ, I am sorry. And there's like a huge like bump in the back of my head. Like, that's not going to make me feel good. And I finally did it today, and I'm happy with how the braiding turned out. Because this is like a V-part wig. I don't know if you guys know. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I wanted to do a quick wave. I'm so excited. I'll probably document that process if I do it. I'm not sure. I hate making commitments because I'm not going to be able to live up to it, and then I'm disappointed you or failed my own commitments. So I'm just not going to try to promise anything, so it doesn't happen as usual. But I hate that because I like talking of like, okay, well, this is what I want to do. This is what I need to stop. But I like doing it, and I just need to talk to someone else besides the camera. Because I'm like, this is what I want to do, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. And maybe like 10% of it actually happens, and of that 10%, like 5 of it is consistent. And I hate that because there's like, I don't know if there's too many things I want to do, or I'm unable to focus on one thing at a time. But I would love to. Like, oh my god. There's a lot of hairstyles I want to try. Some braids in the summer. Like, obviously I'm not going to have this in the summer. We still got a couple months to do till that. I don't know what to say. I don't want to talk about like TV shows and famous people, because I don't know. It is exploitative, but at the same time, I don't know what to fucking talk about. I don't know what to say. Has anyone like ever followed famous people on Instagram? I don't know how long. We all know this, I was a fangirl. And I don't know. I thought it was so cool. I thought it was like this way of like people we view as celebrities posting like very personal images by them. I don't know. I always thought it was a cool experience. It's like having them on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know. Weird to say. I've always had it ever since I was a little kid. And then I feel like when I was older, uh, I decided to. I don't know. I was just like, they're never going to see my shit. No, this. I think that's what happened. There's this. I got so excited. There was this girl. I won't say the name, but my favorite character on Degrassi. Respond. Sorry, technical difficulties. This is why Kamara should not run this all by herself. But I was thinking, I was talking about, oh yes. I used to just follow a bunch of people on Instagram. I don't know. And then one time, uh, yes, my favorite character from Degrassi responded to my comment on their post, and I was like freaking out. Like I was literally like, "Oh my god." I think I showed I showed my partner. I was literally like, "Oh my god, she responded to my message." I was literally it was like the best day of my life. I'm laughing because I don't know, it seems crazy to have a good moment about that. But I think the craziest thing for me is I didn't think anyone would ever see my message. I'm like, you think these people get like 30,000 comments on their post a day, and most of them are probably not the best. You never think that they're going to see your comment. You never think they're going to even honestly know you exist. And when someone does, you enter this space of like, oh shit, this person's aware of me. This person can hear everything I'm saying. Maybe I should be careful of what I'm saying because I don't know, it's very disrespectful, period. Even if they are um godly or otherworldly. I don't know what to say. Like we view them as not people because it seems so not people. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you're not gonna run into Tom Cruise at Starbucks. Maybe if you live in California. But I just don't think that's something that's gonna happen. I don't go about my day thinking like, oh yeah, someone on the internet with millions of people is going to see my stuff that only gets like 1,000 views. Like that does not go through my head. If it does go through your head, it's not a bad thing. It's just, oh boy, what the fuck does that even mean? I don't know why I started recording today. Today is not my day. There's not much I want to talk about right now. But I agreed to do this, so I'm gonna try to stick it out for the rest of this podcast about nothing. Like I should have chosen a subject. My my plan failed miserably on what I wanted to do. And so now I'm like I'm trying to think on what I should do cuz I still want to keep obviously posting this podcast, but I'm not quite sure on what it's going to look like. I'm not sure. We'll figure something out. No matter what, I'll post every week no matter what. Something's got to be posted. It's just I want it to be good and I want it to be consistent. I'm going to try to find an equal balance on that. Hopefully. I don't know. Oh boy. Is this a fun episode? I guess I could do a little bit chat about, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about my life because I feel like it's really boring. I don't feel like anyone wants to hear about my life. Like, I can talk about it. I can tell you the story on how my mom got the cops called on her like 20 times when I was 14. So this all started from when we were moving from Oregon to not from Oregon. We're moving from northern Maine to Oregon. My mom had family out here, and her mom was dying at the time, so she wanted to go see her and patch things up with her before she passed away. So we basically just packed up everything and moved. There's a lot of things that ended up happening in our original place that we were staying at fell through. And when it fell through, the only place we had at that time was the car that we literally just drove all the way from northern Maine to Oregon. And we ended up staying in the car most of the time. We would drive on the weekend home to see my grandma because she lived like an hour and a half away. But my mom couldn't stay there because of her job. She couldn't commute that every single day. So basically, we would just ended up sleeping in the car when I was a kid, which was not a good, it's a thing you have no choice. No one's going to choose to sleep in a car. It was something that I don't want to talk, I can, but like my whole living situation growing up was rocky, I'll say. But long story short, she not finally, but she got a job at a call center, and basically what I did, because the semester I moved back, they weren't gonna start me in school until the next semester, so I was literally in the car the whole time, and Krishna was staying at her friend's house. Why did I mention my sister's name? Sorry for the edit. But my my mom basically would just have me stay in the car while she was doing her job. And I would be like nocturnal, so I would try to stay up at night. So while she was in there for like 8 hours, I would sleep in the car. Excuse me. Oh. So this lady who worked with my mom, she kept seeing this little girl in the car sleeping. And for some reason, she thought I was like 8 years old. And so she kept calling the cops and being like, there's like this 8-year-old girl in the car, I'm concerned. And every time the cops would literally be tapping on my window to wake me up, and I would be freaking out at this point. I didn't know what to say. And they got called like 3, 4, 5. At a certain time, they were so pissed. Like, they literally yelled at the person that, they probably didn't yell, but they literally were like upset at the person that kept calling the cops. Because they're like, there's no reason for the cops to be called. All of this is legal. All of this is fine. Stop calling the cops. This is the waste of resources. Like, literally, it happened so many times. And it was always like waking up to like a tap on the window and you see a freaking police officer looking at you. It's not the it's not the best feeling. I don't know if anyone's ever dealt with that before. Oh my god. I was not a fan of that lady. I know she was trying to help. And I know she was trying... Well, I do not like that. I know she was trying to make sure that I was safe. But I feel like it just put me in environments and situations that I should not have ever been in. I was 14, so I wasn't that young. But I guess it was fine. I guess it was fine. We ended up getting a place soon after that. Well, not soon, but eventually after that. And that's all she wrote. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm literally like, this is not my day to do this. But I'm trying. I think I'm going to just end this here and have it be super short, and it's going to be cut up a bunch. But I enjoyed doing this. I liked talking. I wish I had something more I wanted to talk about. I'm not really sure what to talk about. It's what I liked about my React videos that I used to do, because it was like something to bounce off of versus just me aimlessly talking by myself. I don't know if anyone's done that before, but it's not it's not easy. I don't have a lot of stories. I have some, and then a lot of them of most of what I have I can't even talk about. So it's like it's involving another person, or it's involving a situation that I can't really talk about on the internet. And so then I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about. And this episode's going to be again, I want this to be something actually pretty, something I want to be proud of eventually, not just, oh, some random stuff I'm putting out every week. So, I don't know what that is, but this week I will definitely put my nose to the book. I don't know why I said that. But I will definitely try to figure out something to make of this that's a little bit more entertaining, a little less boring, a little more funny, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching if you did. If I fucked up with the video camera, I'm sorry. Hopefully we'll get back in a rhythm. I am going to post this. The normal post time will be two. It's technically Thursday. Thursday at 2 a.m. I know that's such a weird time, but I wanted a time where like people were like commuting to work, or people are waking up in the morning, or blah blah blah. I just wanted early time. I'll change that maybe later if it's not convenient. But every podcast there will be something posted Thursday at 2 a.m. and it's linked on like 30, not 30, it's like 15 different platforms. So whatever you listen on, there's going to be a link there to listen or watch. If you go to my Instagram at Kamara Johnson, CamaraJohnson, it has almost every link for everything you ever want to find me on anything. So if you ever want to get notified, if you want to subscribe to the newsletter for the podcast, so you always get informed, all those links are down there. Every single one of them. Even my personal social links are there as well, which I will get back to. I don't know. I'll say it again. My Instagram is Kamara Johnson, CamaraJohnson. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Sorry, I'm a little down in the dumps this week. I know it's real fun to be around. Appreciate you guys. Bye.